Rock and roll. Let's go. Just game. Switch off the 2K. Bosh. Nice. Like it. I like it a lot. Do you want to keep the camera that big? That looks like the middle, doesn't it? Oh mate, I'm just gonna leave it like it is. Let's rock. We gotta get these for the Evo. Hey baby, enjoy the food. Oh, I fucking hate these fucking cunts. Oh mate, so annoying. Why you does something with the controllers, mate? It really winds me up. It's like assigns a controller to the console, and I don't want it to assign a controller, Gizmo. You know what I mean? I don't. So I have to start the game, and once the game starts, then I start the stream of a screen kind of thing, or whatever. Once I know I selected my team and that. Yeah, this one is not playing ball. So we'll try again. Oh, let's go and put players for sale. Transfers, transfer list, resale, yes. Go, 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 go. Okay, and we go to play. Future stashes, perfect. A little bit to the left. Future Star Youth Cup, play event. You guys will see my team in a bit. Searching for opponent. Headphones on and select team. Don't care about the ping, and now we go. Bosh.
Well, just the sort of weather the fans were hoping for this evening. It's absolutely ideal. My name is Derek Ray, and sitting alongside me, ready to provide all the analysis, is Stuart Robson. And the general feeling is we should be in for a spellbinding occasion. It's Rangers versus Real.
Semi-finals are usually tense affairs. The winners can look forward to a great occasion in the final. The losers are completely forgotten. The contrast in emotions is immense. Let's hope it's a semi-final that everybody remembers.
And here's the starting 11 for Rangers. Lucadinha plays with Diogo Dalot in the fullback positions. And leading the attack today is Marinette Pichon. And so the first 11 for Real. Andriy Lunin begins in goal. Sol Campbell starts alongside Gabriel in central defence. Patrick Vieira plays alongside Fabinho in the centre of midfield. And in this tactical setup, they have just the one player in attack. Confident attacking play. Unai Lopez. And an opening! A challenge that could have gone wrong.
That's what you'd call the perfect slide tackle. Well, the fans are certainly having their say. Just listen to them. They thought that was a penalty.
Either side able to keep the ball. Promising move it is from Rangers. But quick thinking defensively. And teammates around him. And good anticipation.
Just listen to these fans. They're urging their team to score here and take the lead.
Nice looking move, this. Oh, surely! Able to get the body in the way. Going for the short one. Took a really smart piece of defending to stop them.
No chance of getting through on that occasion, was there?
Vieira. A top-notch pass from Patrick Vieira. Tremendous block. Magnificent challenge to win it back. Vieira. Getting in there to intercept. Dolan. Here's Essien. And still they wait for the chance. Well, the attack fizzled out. Patrick Vieira. Now the managers will now deliver their half-time team talks. We're at the end of 45 minutes in this game. So away they go again. A low-key first half, I think we can call it. Ferenc Puskás. Intercepting it intelligently. Could be threatening. They not in front. And a goal it is. But offside is the verdict.
Well, it's a good finish, but he was just offside. Great decision by the assistant.
Mendy. Puskás. And possibilities here. Run it well. Fabinho. Real losing possession.
Wagner!
The referee right on the spot. And now a chance for them to take the lead here. And not content with that, it's a yellow card as well.
Yeah, not the cleverest bit of defending, was it?
And there it is! Perfectly executed. On for the game. We wondered what it might take for the opening goal to be scored. We have our answer. Ferenc Puskás. That's how to do it inside your own penalty area.
Defensive rat.
Dolan. Can she find the right pass? Oh dear, up a dead end. It was promising. Now with Puskás. Well, we have 20 minutes left in this game. And cutting it out.
Yeah, such a clever reader of the game, isn't he?
Counter-attacking chance. Raised. Offside it is. Fabinho. Now plays with a positional sense that is second to none. Nicely played. He's short. Pressure was on, but the keeper's done well to defuse the situation. 10 minutes to go. And Rangers moving the ball forward. What can they do from this position? And Rangers inching ever closer to victory.
Is this a different person, or what the fuck has changed? He's shit.
Well, they needed a bit of goal-kicking inspiration, and that's what they've got.
Well, that just about keeps his team in this one, but are they good enough to go and get the equaliser?
Can he deliver it with accuracy?
It's absolutely shit. It's just a fucking AI as always.
And roaming free here. Now they'll see it as very disappointing to give it away as cheaply as that.
Well, they just can't get their passing going here.
Well, couldn't bend his run, and the
I had the
went
ball. No, ahí no era, hijos de puta.
And the electronic board showing one additional minute. The referee's whistle and a real.
Qué asco de puto juego, por Dios.
Because they can now get ready for the final.
Puta madre. You're fucking shit, bruv. Fucking AI won that for you. AI and fucking rat. Stupid fucking game, man. Hostia puta, puto asco de juego, me cago en su puta madre. Esta puta gente asquerosa capitalista de mierda. Hijos de puta. ¿Dónde hay sentido de comunidad y de divertirse con esta puta mierda? ¿Eh? ¿Dónde estás creando un producto? O sea, ¿qué necesidades estáis cubriendo? Aparte de las vuestras. Todo es igual. Todo es una comodidad. Hasta las emociones de la gente es una puta comodidad. Qué asco de puta vida y qué asco de puto mundo. Hasta las putas emociones son una puta comodidad, tío. Hijos de puta. Putos niñatos de mierda que ni siquiera saben jugar al puto fútbol y aquí son unos putos cracks. Venga, hostia puta. ¿Qué tenéis? ¿El juego hecho para que los niñatos vayan a papá? Todo es dinero. Hostia, poneros a imprimir dinero y ya está, dejarnos tranquilos de una puta vez, ¿no? Si todo lo que queréis es dinero, poneros a imprimirlo, ya está. Oye, yo qué sé, imprimir todo lo que queráis, pero dejarnos tranquilos de una puta vez. Solo queremos vivir la puta vida. No somos una puta comodidad para que vosotros viváis bien y el resto no. Hijos de puta. Como salga la revolución, me cago en Dios. Vais a aprender la lección otra vez. A ver si paramos de puta repetirla, joder. Stick your stream boo up your ass. Fucking views at stream boo. Go and fuck yourself. Get the fuck out. Ban. Trimble my ass. Whoa. Multi-stream. Any chance? Just fuck. Motherfucking whatever. So, starting soon, be right back. Live scene, thank you very much. Webcam back on. I'm gonna have to disconnect because we know it won't let me play the game unless I disconnect. So, that's fine, I'm disconnected. And we go to play. Future Stars Youth Cup. Play event. Is that my best team? No, of course not. But it's my team. Heavy. Alright, you need a rest from that. Oh shit, forgot to call mum. Oh. Hola.
Hola,
Hola, ¿qué tal?
¿qué tal?
Yo bien, ¿y tú?
Bien,
Sí,
¿qué fas?
nada, aquí jugando y me acabo de acordar que te tenía que llamar para la medicación.
Ah, ¿qué? Ay, no, ahora no me acuerdo si la tomé o no.
Habíamos quedado hace 1 hora y media que no tomaras nada sin hablar conmigo.
Ok,
Te tomaste el omeprazol 5 minutos después de desayunar.
sí,
¿Te acuerdas de eso?
sí,
¿Te acuerdas de haber tomado algo más después, en la última 1 hora y media?
me parece que sí, pero no me acuerdo.
Vale, pues déjalo, no podemos ahora tocarlo.
Sí, a ver si me acuerdo y te llamo.
Vale, no, tranquila, vamos a buscar otro sistema, ¿vale? Te voy a montar, o sea, El sistema mamá es que de momento ahora mismo no tienes memoria a corto plazo.
No,
Entonces alguien tiene que operar como tu memoria, ¿sabes?
sí,
En ese
sí,
sentido. Entonces, de lo único que tienes que acordarte para simplificar las cosas y no estresarte, si quieres, ¿eh? Todo depende de ti, ¿eh? Es que no tomes nada sin hablar conmigo, por ejemplo. Y entonces yo
vale,
sé si has tomado o no. ¿Sabes? O sea,
vale,
si tú siempre me llamas, oye, Víctor, ¿me tomas la medicación? Yo te puedo decir, sí, mamá. Nos la hemos tomado a las 9.
sí,
¿Sabes? Y
porque,
entonces, si hacemos eso, entonces no pasará esto de que, hostia, ahora no sé, ¿vale?
vale,
Y entonces
ok,
no tomes nada. Si eso, mírate la presión, ¿te la has mirado hoy?
no,
Bueno, míratela luego a ver cómo está y tal. Y bueno, y vamos hablando, ¿vale?
ok,
Y a ver si te acuerdas un poco,
vale.
¿vale?
No, la ideal sería montar ese coso que tengo de mañana y noche.
Sí, es lo que tengo es lo que tengo intención de hacer,
Ok,
pero es que tenemos otro problema con eso, ¿vale?
sí,
Te olvidas de los días de la semana y no miras los días de la semana, no piensas en los días de la semana. Eh, no te lo digo de malas, ¿eh, mami?
no, no, ya lo sé, ya lo
Vale,
sé.
mamá, o sea, apaga la tele ahora.
No, ¿eso qué es? Que estoy en medio de una serie.
Grow up, please. Can't believe I have to say this. Can you grow up, please? Please. And stop being a teenager. I'm offering you my time. My time. My time and help. Help. And you're very disrespectful. And you're very disrespectful. So I've just sent a message to mum telling her to grow up and to stop being a teenager and to stop being so disrespectful. I'm offering her my time and help. Um, yeah, so these are just everyday examples of the memory issue, right? So in the idea that I'm trying to maintain as much independence as possible, because that's what triggers her to push anyone away, is like the moment you like taking her independence away, and I mean, she doesn't want to know anyone because she wants to do what she wants when she wants. And so anyway, this morning I called. Do you take the omeprazole? Take medication? No, no, no. Okay, take the omeprazole. Did you have breakfast? Yeah, 5 minutes. Okay, okay, never mind. All right. Same battle every day. Take first thing in the morning omeprazole before food, before anything. You can drink tea if you want after, but don't have food for at least 1 hour. Just that basic thing to stop all the stomach issues, as much as possible, would be key. Omeprazole is a stomach lining protector. It needs to be on first thing in the morning with water. You can drink tea after if you want. Not recommended, but whatever. If we can just get her to take in the morning, it will be a massive improvement because it will have a chance to operate, to work because it says normally 2 hours before food. I normally ask her only for 1 hour. You know, I'm trying to get some small improvements here with these things. Anyway, she takes the omeprazole. Okay, I'll call you in an hour or so. Hour and a half passes. Remember, I have to call her. I'll call her now. She's not watching the screen now. She's watching a series. And then it's like, I'm calling you to take the medication. She's like, oh, I don't know if I've taken it now or not. Okay. Well, you took the omeprazole 1 hour and a half ago, 5 minutes after your breakfast. Do you remember that? Yes. Okay, and then we said I was going to call you to take the medication. Yes. And I said, do you remember taking it? I think I did. You know what I mean? It's like the simplest instructions or the simplest agreement that she makes. She's not really paying attention. So I think that's one of the issues, first and foremost, to work out what is real memory or whether she's just fucking got the attention span of a 4-year-old Christina. Do you see what I mean? Like, doesn't want to engage, and I think that's one of the main issues. So, okay, better safe than sorry. Let's not overdose on the medication. If you're unsure, don't take any, is the agreement. And then we're talking about solutions. So I'm trying to tell her, look, I think the best thing to do is like that I act as your memory, and you don't take any medication without speaking to me first. And then that way, whenever you think about it, you can just call me and say, hey, did I take my medication? I'll be like, yeah, you took it at 9 o'clock or whatever like that. She's like, yeah, but I think I need a dosette box. I said, yes, ma'am, the dosette box will be done. So the idea is I start doing the dosette box. She has morning and evenings. But I said, ma'am, the trouble is you don't think about the days of the week. You forget the days of the week. And we've had the issue that she will overdose. In the morning, it will be Tuesday morning. She will take Tuesday morning. 1 hour later, 2 hours later, or after she's had a drink, whatever, but doesn't need to be a drink. Okay, there doesn't need to be a drink. It's 1 hour later, 2 hours later, she can then think it's Wednesday and take Wednesday because she doesn't remember if she's taking medications or not. And then we've got a double, you know, the overdose, accidental overdose. And then yeah, of course she's gonna get low blood pressure, like, and everything triggered like fuck. And then that's if she doesn't get any toxicity issues, and stuff like that. So I've had to call 111 before on a couple of occasions to check on toxicity and whether we should go to the hospital or not. So as soon as I said that, you know, she kind of like, I noticed a reaction on her face, you know, like obviously it hurt her kind of thing. So I was like, oh mum, I'm not saying this in a bad way. Like I was trying to be soften up and that. The conversation wasn't bad at this stage at all. But she's just like turning every couple of seconds looking at TV, and I said, okay mum, switch off the TV now, please. She's like, no, I'm watching a series now. I just hung up. I sent her a message. I told her to grow up. I'm supposed to be there for the appointment with the doctor on Thursday. Or she called me yesterday to tell me that she has an appointment on Thursday morning. So I think she wants me there. She expects me to be there. Personally, I think that I should not be there. But somehow to be able to give all the information to the doctor beforehand, because I am the one with the most knowledge and with the most information and with the biggest examples and the most examples. I've been battling bad alcohol addiction since I was a fetus. You know, you may have drunk casually a couple of years ago. Oh yeah, she's an alcoholic. First time in my life. No acknowledgement of the 40-year battles that we had. Yeah. Of me saying she's an alcoholic, I'm all alone, I need help here. And you defending her every single time. And me being the bad boy every single time. And here we are, The truth is out. No one acknowledges. Nobody apologizes to me. Nobody says anything to me. Here I am, fully broken because of this whole alcoholism that I was a part of as a fetus, and you were not. You were not. Okay? So the differences start there. That with Alexis and me, she was smoking and drinking and partying and fucking and being a fucking slag. Because she loved her fucking independence. And that's why 3 of us have 3 fucking dads. So here I am, a fucked up fetus, still trying to fucking take care of her mum, and she's still being a cunt to me. Pulling faces every single fucking time. So yeah, I'm expecting a lot of fucking apologies from you one day. was really pissed off on anybody. It'd be a little selfish. Comes up. got 10 minutes. You don't get to remember the pages. Your original pen. And why not? Ugh. Sí, sí.
Acaba de acabar la película, perdona.
Bueno,
Dime.
no, nada, no tomes nada sin hablar conmigo de momento, ¿vale?
Bueno, pero he tomado las otras.
No lo sé, mamá, no lo sabemos, por eso no tomes nada sin hablar conmigo.
Vale.
Porque tú no te acuerdas, ¿vale? Entonces no tomes nada sin hablar conmigo, yo tengo que ser tu memoria. Que se te quede al menos esto grabado. No tomas nada sin hablar conmigo, sin estar al teléfono conmigo. Solo tomas estando en el teléfono conmigo.
Vale.
¿Vale? Porque si no es esto, es una pesadilla.
Ok,
¿Vale? Ves diciéndome cómo te encuentras.
yo me encuentro bien.
Vale, durante el día quiero decir, ¿sabes? Ya vamos hablando
Sí.
y tal. Pero tienes que acordarte de eso, que no tomar
Vale.
nada sin hablar conmigo. No tomes nada sin hablar conmigo.
Ok,
¿Vale?
vale. Pues me parece que me voy a ir a acostar un rato.
Vale, ok.
Vale,
Que descanses.
gracias. Hasta
Sí.
luego.
Chao.
Chao, chao.
without saying anything. Except I'm going full steam ahead. That's not a priority for me now. And so am I right now. Because, yeah, fuck you. You want me to trust you again? You better be willing to more to make out than that fucking flexibility. I know you won't. That's the situation that you have created. If I was homeless, I wouldn't even call you. Do you understand? I told you you're fucking dead to me. My sister's dead to me. I was just a happy chum. That's it. The happy sushi and loads. fish. Teach a man how to fish. Mm. Jesus.
Let me call you tonight, and I need you in my life. Baby, I miss you so much. Sick of love, but I need you in my life. Sorry, love, but you don't have to fight. Let me come and let me hug you tight. I'm sorry, love, but you don't have to fight. Let me make it better, I will sing to you. Shawty, you so perfect, let me fall for you. Sorry to know you're all alone tonight. Yeah, close up to you, darling. Hey, hey, hey. Sorry to know. Hey, 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 darling. Hey, hey, hey. Sorry to know you're all alone tonight. Yeah, close up, love, but I need you in my life. Sorry, love, but you don't have to fight. Let me come and let me hug you tight. Sorry, love, but you don't have to fight. I'm falling, I'm falling, I'm falling, falling for you. Let me call you tonight, and I need you in my life. Baby, I miss you so much. Let me make it better, I will sing to you. Shawty, you so perfect, let me fall for you. Sorry to know. Sorry to know you're all alone tonight. Yeah, close up to you. Sorry to know you're all alone tonight. Yeah, close up, love, but I need you in my life. Sorry, love, but you don't have to fight. Let me come and let me hug you tight. Sorry, love, but you don't have to fight.
I see the lights flickering above. I'm heading down to where I do not know. I'm still not sure what pushed me off the edge. Endlessly falling, heading into the abyss.
fiercely competitive contest.
And here's the first 11 for Dinamo. Carlos Alberto starts alongside Nemanja Vidic in central defence. And in attack today, Wayne Rooney plays with Karim Benzema.
Bring it back, bring it back, bring it back.
And so the first 11 for Real. Anthony Lunin begins in goal. Sol Campbell starts alongside Gabriel in central defence. Fabinho plays alongside Anthony Vieira in the engine room. And in this tactical setup, they have just the one player in attack. Oh, skipping away.
Bring it back.
Hold up.
Well, quite simply, Ferenc Puskás, naturally skillful. Interested to know, Stuart, what we might see from him as far as this game is concerned. One of those. Oh, hang on, Stuart, look at this! And that is defending of the highest order! Zico.
Hold up.
Griezmann. Zico.
Well, that's a good save, but really should have scored from there. That's a big chance.
Coming in. Incredible tackle. An example of how to press. Fabinho.
Bring it back, bring it back, bring it back.
It's with Gabriel. It's a weighted pass.
Bring it back, bring it
Offside
back,
as
bring
it
it
is.
back.
And he needed sharp eyes to make that decision.
Well, it's fine margins, isn't it? But in the end, he just went too early.
Wayne Rooney. Now with Benzema.
Bring it back, bring it back.
Hold up.
That was a really dangerous situation.
Mendy. Fabinho.
Bring it back, bring it back.
Zico. And the upshot of offside.
Well, he needed to look elsewhere. The flag was always going to go up.
Hola.
Garcia. Slightly productive. Well, it's open up. Can he put it away? The opening goal in this contest. We're back underway, and 1-0 it is. Let's see what happens next. And there it is, the half-time whistle.
his body on the line. Excellent play.
Possession regained by Fish and Chips.
Experiment failed to produce anything more than a walking, breathing, zombie-like creature.
Alongside me is Stuart Robson, my commentary partner. And everyone here on tenterhooks, you'd have to say with good reason. It's the MadGunners versus Real.
Semi-finals are usually tense affairs. The winners can look forward to a great occasion in the final. The losers are completely forgotten. The contrasting emotions is immense. Let's hope it's a semi-final for everybody together.
Introducing the match starting 11. Giovanni Moroni stands between the posts. Frankie Ljungberg starts with Ashley Young out wide. And leading the line today is Gabriel Jesus. Good piece of ball went in. They might be on to something. Takes it on. danger there. Ake. The Magpies pushing forward with options available. Passing pass. Well, the referee has decided to book him.
Well, it's not a good challenge, and quite rightly, he gets a yellow card for that.
Action underway. Referee will find a response now. The referee has decided there will be just 1 minute of added time. Very effective pass. The first half here comes to an end. Switch of play now.
Yeah, that just changes the point of attack there.
Hirotoshi Nakata. On to Kempkes. He made good progress there. Hirotoshi Nakata. Really good build-up, but no end product. Can he find the right pass?
You're the ghost in my nightmares. I see your face when I drink. You know I'd be down bad if you wasn't next to me. Long drives with the roof off, and those were the days. How you gonna break my heart and get away? So what if I can't be perfect for you? I'm drowning most nights, 'cause you're no longer mine. Drew hearts on my window, passing, chasing. If it's only not in here, will you go live when I'm gone? What you gonna do with the distance? Who you gonna call when I'm lost?
for launch.
Okay, on. Change mode.
Whoa.
What's that?
I just built a budgeting app with Base 44.
Guys, Nina just built an app.
Impossible.
Nina can't code. George in Wimbledon. George, your reaction. What should happen now?
Well, I think it really is serious. I mean, as the lady was just saying earlier, we're talking about a man, Andrew, having exceptionally close ties with a man who was raping and trafficking women on a global scale. Over 1,000 women's lives have been destroyed. And I think the sad reality, in my view, is that the King's generation, not saying that he necessarily himself, but that generation put up with this kind of stuff. The Queen gave him 12 million quid to silence an alleged victim, and it's unforgivable, whether or not he was guilty. So I think this is potentially the time when, given that they always put the monarchy first, they turn a blind eye to put the monarchy first, this is when the King has the opportunity to stand up to the country and say, my health is what it is. I'm going to abdicate and pass down to the next generation. Because William and Kate are completely unblemished. If it's this serious...
Hang on. So is the King, George. The King isn't involved in any way, shape or form. He didn't authorise the payment. That was his late mother. He's not involved in any of this, and unfortunately they're no longer on this planet. But my brothers are no longer alive. But I wasn't responsible for their actions, and they weren't responsible for mine.
My point is two things. First of all, if it is this grave for the monarchy and they're in this level of peril, then it's not about who's guilty or not. It's about saving the monarchy. That's the first thing. And the second thing is, guilty by omission to some extent. When you turn a blind eye to a man who was so close to Jeffrey Epstein, you've got to be culpable of...
OK, you say turn a blind eye. He's been stripped of all royal titles and favours. He's been moved out of his royal lodge. He's effectively been placed in exile up in Norfolk.
Nick, all of these things have happened because they've been forced and pushed into a corner, and that's what's always happened with that generation. William and Kate will be fresh and new, and they can save the monarchy, and that's what I want. I look at this man in tweed, and I see a generation that's had it.
All right. Many see, of course, a generation of considerable experience that he learnt from his mother, who was, of course, the longest-serving monarch. George, it's a view. You say now, I think that would make it worse. But let's see what others make of it. George, thank you. Andy's in Lincoln. Andy, a speech? Yes or no, and why? Good morning.
I don't think he should.
OK, tell me why, sir.
It's horrible being in a family that's someone's done wrong.
We just need to say that Andrew denies any wrongdoing, but do go on.
There's been some breaking news in the last hour regarding Peter Mandelson and his relationship with Wes Streeting. And LBC's political editor, Natasha Clark's here with the details. Natasha, tell me more.
Yes, Andrew, obviously when our colleague Sheila Fogarty spoke to Wes Streeting on Call the Cabinet last week, God, it feels like a long longer than last week, he promised that he basically would publish any correspondence there was between himself and Lord Mandelson. We know the two are political friends, political allies, and they rely on each other, have relied on each other in the past for advice. So in the last few minutes, it's been released, those text messages. They are a little embarrassing. I just want to bring you a couple of them. Wes Streeting texted Mandelson in March 2025 saying, "I fear we're in big trouble here and I'm toast at the next election. We just lost our safest ward in Redbridge to a Gaza independent. I don't think we'll hold either of the two Labour Ilford seats at this rate." He also asks Lord Mandelson, there isn't a clear answer to the question, why Labour? Wes Streeting also says the government have, quotes, no growth strategy. Lord Mandelson replies to one of his text messages saying this government doesn't have an economic philosophy, which is then followed through in a programme of policies. And I think what this shows, Andrew, is Wes Streeting is trying to get ahead of the game here.
It does. It also shows, I have to say, that this brilliant strategist, Lord Mandelson, as he was, isn't that brilliant. I mean, it's a fairly obvious thing that anybody in any pub could have said about the Labour Party at the time. Nonetheless, I'm sure you're right. The Rayner people in Cabinet, in Parliamentary Labour Party, are very keen to say Wes Streeting is part of the old thing. There'll be another scandal. And he is clearly furious about that and trying to get out from under. Do you think that he is likely now to be the first mover?
Potentially, because he's also just written this article that's just come out in The Guardian, trying to basically defend himself. The headline is, "I was never a close friend of Peter Mandelson. I fully understand the lessons we must learn." That, I think, is telling us tonight, after a very telling 24 hours for the Prime Minister, Wes Streeting is still interested in the job as Labour leader. He recognises that he is going to be on the back foot here because of his relationship. But this is as much a message to Labour MPs as it is to the country tonight, that he needs to win those people over, and they are going to be incredibly sceptical of him if he does want to stand to be Labour leader because of his relationship with Lord Mandelson. And they do go on to talk in some of these messages about Israel, and obviously we know that the problems that Wes Streeting has had with his seat, the problems with Gaza independence, the problem with some of the voters in his seat who believe that he is not on, quotes, their side. Lord Mandelson is giving him quite a lot of advice about international politics and how to handle it. It's totally fascinating.
Fascinating. This is, as it were, loyalty hour, I think, in terms of the Labour Party. But let's talk about what's going on behind the scenes a bit more. Do we think that Wes has some kind of campaign ready to go when he is ready to go?
I think so. I think there are lots of MPs in Parliament that would like to see somebody like Wes as Prime Minister. They think he's a good communicator. They think he's been strong on the NHS. And there are a good number of MPs that will, I think, support him. I think he will get that number that he needs.
Yes. That's it. Wednesday morning. Yeah. In your room, you mean? Or the You don't hear low? Oh man, so you find it sort of affects you sort of thing. Yeah. I need like a lot of the stuff that comes in this area and goes up the stairs. I'm conscious that it's coming from my room. Or just the cat carries it out with the paws or me with the trains or whatever. So once I get my room done, which is kind of on the way, I sort of put a washing machine. I'm doing bits and bobs. But once I get my room sorted and I put my up on the room, which I'm desperate to do, then you should stay clean out anyway. So, yeah. It's okay, baby. I'll take care of it. Hola. Nothing at all. Let's go. What do I do? My cat wants to go out. I want to smoke. Gizmo. They want to go out. Oof. Oh yeah, the rat. Everyone's abusing the finesse shot outside the area. Oh, look how good I am. Finesse is up here and I know how to press the buttons. I can't pass the ball to save my life though. Football, what's that? I just press and score, yeah! Mm-hmm.
Kick-off just moments away. We really should be in for a magnificent occasion. How do you see the match going, Stuart?
Well, the semi-final place is up for grabs, so we should be in for a classic encounter here today. With both teams desperate for silverware, I'm expecting a fiercely competitive contest.
And so the first 11 for Real. Andre Lunin begins in goal. Sol Campbell starts alongside Gabriel in central defence. Luka Modric plays alongside Patrick Vieira in the engine room. And the idea is to have just the one striker up there trying to pose problems for the opposition. On to Puskás. Well read to put an end to that attack. Zico. Wilson with it. Rooney. And in with a real chance. Oh, that is a top quality piece of goalkeeping. Well, it's a day he'll certainly hope to remember fondly. His 50th appearance for the club.
Yes, he's one of those players you love to have in your squad. The sort of player the manager can depend on to give a solid performance week in, week out. It's a great achievement for him.
This looks interesting. To take the lead. Oh, that's defending of the highest order.
Yeah, great tackle, wasn't it?
Patrick Vieira. And passing it through. Well, he's been ruled to have taken up an illegal position. Only just, however, Stuart.
Well, he loves running off the back of defenders. But on this occasion, he's just gone a fraction too early.
Mariana's Vignola. Oh, surely! Safely dealt with. They take it short. Maybe dangerous here. Only just wide of the post. Fabinho. Rewarded for that brilliant high press. Tremendously strong in the tackle. The game level. Let's see what they can do with this corner. Deciding to go inside. Well, all doing their bit to keep them out.
Well, they were nice and compact there and defended that fairly easily.
Mendy. Well, a good place to win it back, and let's see what it leads to. That's to get them in front. A goal to give them the...
I fucked it up. Fucking stupid Xbox, stupid fucking Windows, stupid fucking life. Stupid me for fucking putting myself through it time and time again. Not having the fucking balls to fucking do something about it. So hard to get to all of them at once though. Another Wilson rat?
For the Dragons. Petr Cech stands between the posts. Hakan Çalhanoğlu plays alongside Blaise Matuidi in central midfield. And the story in attack is one. Well, might be. Well, well.
Don't fucking play. You cannot play a second game in a row, Victor. You have to go through the process. Fucking thick cunt. To disconnect. Fucking press the button here. Press the button again. Select your kit. Wait for the other cunt to fucking press the buttons. He doesn't, so we go backwards and start all over again, huh? Press the button, start again. Select your kit. Is he gonna press the button? No, he does, finally.
Well, just the sort of weather the fans were hoping for this evening. It's absolutely ideal. I'm your match commentator, Derek Ray, and sitting alongside me, the former Arsenal, West Ham and Coventry midfield player, Stuart Robson. And with kick-off just moments away, we really should be in for a magnificent occasion. What might we see today?
These two teams will be fully aware of what's at stake. A place in the semi-final of this great competition.
Was it really different than the other? Or was it the same one? Because the fucking team was identical. No, it wasn't. Fucking teams, man. They're fucking identical now. In a fucking tournament. Oh, mate. Oh, fuck everything, man. Fuck everything. Fuck everything. Oh, youth cup completed. Oh, yeah, that's great. Thanks. No, fuck everything now. You've been fucked. What you want is only available for some. Not for you, buddy. Not for you. You need to win 6 matches. And you're shit. Can't be the air island. FC Pro, play 5. Oh, that's cute. Some shit packs. that.